100s and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Drop, rocket. Ready?
First carry for James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Conner, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He'll try and run forward with Conner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
This is caught. It's close. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Quickly, Rick. 50 and
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, check. I'm here all day.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let him know.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. O'Shane Ximines. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. This is counter, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter gains.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Here we go.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Dodge. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
One, Omaha.
On first down, Garoppolo. High throw, but the catch is made. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Safe.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The point after is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Corey Davis and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Moongun98's. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Exit. 44, Mike, 44.
Operating from the gun. Dodge. It's complete to Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackwell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, break. 44, Mike, 44. No chance. Move. 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check. Hey, get away with it.
Back to throw. Dodge. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with the lead.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Garoppolo now. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Colts on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, just like last play. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Dodge. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21, flexing his muscle at the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for second down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Here we go. 2.
Garoppolo looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's caught by Davis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.